Hi, my name is Georg Immanuel Nagel, and today I discuss the question if we should celebrate or commemorate the 8th of May. On this day in 1945, the German army, the Wehrmacht, capitulated, and a lot of leftists and a lot of governments are celebrating the outcome of this war on this day. Of course, the victors are celebrating the victory, and we who have been defeated, we are celebrating our defeat, at least in Austria and Germany. This is the politically correct consensus. That's just normal to celebrate our own defeat. And the left, of course, says we have been liberated from National Socialism. Of course, this defeat has been a liberation for a lot of people who have been persecuted by the German government, but for a lot of German normal civilians, the terror began with this defeat, and because millions of Germans have been killed, they have been expelled from their ancient homelands, millions have been raped, so it was not only a liberation. It's very interesting how in an almost religious way the left is celebrating this defeat, and the old right, the reaction of the old right to these celebrations and commemorations always were that they were talking about the atrocities that have been committed against the German people, German civilians. Also, a lot of prisoners of war have been killed, or they have been transported to Siberia, to camps, to gulags. So there really are a lot of war crimes that happened after the war, actually. But this is not a good strategy, because what is the reaction of the left if you confront them with these crimes? Well, they just don't care. They will not apologize for it. The only thing they will say, oh, you want to justify National Socialism with it. They will never back down, they will never commit anything, and they will never say that they're sorry or that it was horrible. In the same way as they will never be sorry for the atrocities that the communist regime did in a lot of countries and also to their own people. They just don't talk about it, they don't care about it. So this is a strategy that doesn't work. My personal opinion is you should not talk about it. Don't talk about the Second World War, don't celebrate anything, and don't commemorate anything. Because we all do not like these liberal crybabies who can only talk about all the bad things that the evil white man has done to these so-called minorities or to non-white people. So they are crying every day about evil whitey. And if you are crying about what the Allies have done to us, then you are also such a crybaby. History is full of war, history is full of crimes, even full of genocides. That's nothing that's unique, and it is the past. Forget the past and live for the future. European civilization is at stake. We don't have time for brother wars and these discussions. This eternal discussion about Second World War, its outcome and all the crimes that happened in this time, this discussion is only helping our enemies. Because still, then, if you talk about it, then this topic is still part of the political sphere, but it is a thing of the past. Like, it's not important for us. And if you talk about normal people, let's say normal white middle class persons in small town America, if you talk with them or with Czech people or so, they will not justify these crimes against German civilians. Every normal person will say, okay, it was horrible, and that they feel sorry about it. The normal people are not our enemies. Our enemies, they are this little political class, this establishment and the media, a little class who hates white people. And you have to understand that they do not care about the atrocities against German civilians, because they do not care about each and every crime against all white people. They are the same people who do not care if white women get raped in the streets by immigrants, and they don't care if whites get killed by Muslims. So it's an anti-white agenda. I have grandparents that were Germans that lived in the Czech Republic, and they have also been expelled after the war. So am I crying about it? No, it's just a story that I've been told. It's the past. And I don't hate the Czech people. In fact, I like them. I like to be there. When I visit Prague, I only see white faces. I see beautiful women. I see a normal, healthy European society. And I like them. So why should I hate these people? And also, when I talk to Czech people about it, nobody says that this expulsion was justified and that the rapes and all this was justified. But it's the past. Get over it, don't be a crybaby. In the struggle for a European future, all European people have to stand together and fight our common enemy. And the Second World War is just a thing of the past. It was horrible for all whites. Nobody gained anything. So stop crying and get over it. So this is all for today. See you, and by the way, we will rebuild the Roman Empire.